Now on CoastTV News.
Potential parking permit change in Rehoboth Beach, what locals think about the possible consolidation of weekend and weekday permits.
Construction continues. An update on the integration of Lewis Sewer and Water in Donovan Smith.
Applying for jobs in the U.S., the record low openings have fell to.
Thanks to a couple of storm systems headed our way, the winds are going to be doing more yelling than whispering. I'll explain all that in your full forecast.
This is CoastTV News at 5.
The future of parking permits in Rehoboth Beach. Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 5. We begin tonight with parking.
It's always a hot topic in Rehoboth Beach. Next week, city officials will consider combining weekend and weekday permits into one thing. Live now in Rehoboth Beach is Coast TV News reporter Elisa Weber. Elisa, people have mixed opinions, the biggest concern being the change does nothing to address the need for more spaces.
Maddie, here in Rehoboth Beach, there seems to be more opinions about parking than there are parking spots. The parking department is proposing combining two permits into one. With a view like this, parking is a problem in Rehoboth Beach.
I've definitely had to walk pretty far. The closest I've ever gotten to the store parking in residential was maybe a 10-minute walk. That was pretty usual for me. The farthest was like a 25-minute walk.
And it's not just an issue of volume. The current parking pass rules can be a little confusing with both weekday and weekend passes. Now the city is considering simplifying things by issuing just one pass to cover everything. George Yaxis, who works at a local shop in downtown Rehoboth Beach, thinks this is a good move.
I think so, yeah. And it'll make, I think it'll make the sales of the permits possibly go better too, yeah.
Right now, weekday permits cost $15 and weekend permits cost $20, though it's unclear what the number will be if the city moves forward with combining the two into one.
It would definitely be more efficient for the permit people having to check the cars, because I know that's been a problem because people don't always know the difference.
It's not just the visitors to the area that have concerns. Business owners and their employees face different challenges. Cora Halfter says it's tough for some employers to get enough passes to make sure their workers can park without being ticketed.
Because there's multiple employees that work in each shop, and a lot of the shops are small businesses. We only make X amount of profit in each location, and having to spend some of our profit on these parking passes for each of our employees, it's not the best system.
Halfter says since businesses are a big contributor to the city's growth, officials should look into lowering the permit price for the companies that contribute to the coastal draw. The discussion about this proposal will be held on Tuesday, January 9th. In Rehoboth Beach, I'm Elisa Weber, Coast TV News.
In addition to discussing parking permits, the city will also bring up some other parking topics and considerations. One includes looking at the Deauville Beach parking lot. That's due to challenges with the flow of traffic and lot spaces available. The parking department has recommended to require anyone parking at Deauville Beach to purchase a specific Deauville Beach parking permit, because currently drivers with any parking permit are allowed to park in the lot.
Taking a live look now at US 50, the drawbridge in Ocean City, where long-term repairs have started, and you can see all of that action. The cones that are laid out, the people in the lanes moved over, all of that going on right now as we speak. Crews are going to be working 24 hours a day, and work is expected to be completed by March 2nd. Water and sewer lines are being replaced in the Lewis community of Donovan Smith. It's a project that will integrate the neighborhood with the city's infrastructure. And there's good news. So far, things are on track, and Lewis expects to meet their November deadline. Work will continue to install the main water and sewer line over the coming months, as well as work to Seneca and Grandview streets. However, Lewis Board of Public Works says weather could always alter that progress.
Whether it's snow or whether it's rain, that's going to be a big factor just because of the saturation of the ground, because all the utilities are subgrade.
The next progress meeting for the water and sewer installation in Donovan Smith Park will be on February 7th at 10 a.m.
New today, Sussex County Planning and Zoning met for a hearing on rezoning land off Route 1 and Route 16 in Milton. The land is located here across from the Rookery South Golf Course. According to the agenda, Ocean One Holdings is looking to rezone about 65 acres from agricultural to heavy commercial. County docs show the developer's plan is to build retail spaces and a convenience market with gas pumps. Now, we have much more on this story coming up on Coast TV News at 6.
But right now, we're going to take a look at our Coast TV poll, and we want to know what development you might prefer for the rezoned land on Route 1 and Route 16. Let's take a look at the results.
Take a look at your screen. So far, kind of a mixed bag, but 38% would like to see some sort of community park. We were talking about this morning, maybe a skate park, walking trails, things like that. 22% just want it empty. I have the second least popular option, which is gas station, because I want a gas station closer to work personally, Charlie.
I'm a big grocery store guy. I could use another one of those on my trip into the office, right in my line of driving. Now, if you haven't voted yet, though, you still can. Whichever one you want to pick, it's easy to do. Go to coasttvnews.com or use the Coast TV mobile app.
Lawmakers are kicking off the new year with a renewed focus on border security. NBC's Bree Jackson explains how Republicans are putting the issue front and center as negotiators try to reach a deal to stop the flow of illegal crossings while also tying it to more aid to Ukraine and Israel.
A decades-old problem carrying over into 2024, the flow of illegal migrants crossing the U.S. southern border.
And it's been overwhelming for us. We haven't stopped during the holidays.
House Speaker Mike Johnson leading a group of nearly 60 Republicans to Eagle Pass, Texas Wednesday to get a first-hand look. Conservatives demanding change.
And we're now 3 years into the Biden administration with no change in sight.
Border talks are resuming as Congress returns to Capitol Hill. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer says negotiators are making progress.
It's very nice you go to the border, but the way to get something done is work.
Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas contends the Biden administration's efforts are working.
More Border Patrol agents, more asylum officers, more immigration judges, more investment in technology to battle the scourge of fentanyl.
Border Patrol reported a decrease in numbers to start the new year, but even the administration is not optimistic the drop will last.
You gotta do something. They ought to give me the money I need to protect the border.
Republicans say they won't give President Biden what he wants, more aid to help Israel's war against Hamas and Ukraine's fight against Russian aggression, without major policy changes.
It's important that members in the House and Senate not fall for the White House's border security trap, and only will agree to true border security measures that stops this flow.
Congress facing crisis at our own border and overseas. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.
Some Republicans are threatening to shut down the federal government unless there's more actions taken to stem the flow of illegal migrants at the southern border.
New today, signs that America's white-hot economy is beginning to cool. The Labor Department reports U.S. job openings fell in November to its lowest number since March of 2021, when seasonally adjusted 8.79 million jobs were posted, down from 8.85 million in October, but in line with what economists predicted. The Federal Reserve says the economy might need to slow down even further to keep inflation in check.
As we take a live look right now into West Ocean City, a beautiful night out there. Let's check in with our first alert, Chief Meteorologist Paul Williams. Good evening, Paul.
Good evening, Maddie. Eddie and Charlie. Hey, we're actually enjoying a normal night for this time of the year. No big O's or oopses or big deals happening just yet, but they are indeed on the forecasting horizon, so to speak. We do have cloud cover that's staying a bit on the thick side around a good portion of the Delmarva Peninsula. Now, as we zoom in a little bit tighter, we see clouds thickening for us, but we're not concerned about precipitation. Winds, well, they have started to pick up a little bit for us, to the point where we have a small craft advisory in effect from Broad Kill Beach, Lewis, Rehoboth, Indian Beach. This goes all the way down towards West Ocean City, Ocean Pines, and Ocean City. Small craft advisory is in effect until Friday. Basically, watching out for about 25-mile-per-hour winds, but not just for us, but but really the entire East Coast is in the grips of this concern for us. A breakdown for our forecast. Listen, we're expecting for it to stay calm for us by 8 o'clock. By 10 o'clock, midday, we're looking for temperatures in the 40s and staying in the 40s with the winds picking up momentum out of the northwest. Coming up, we're going to talk about a sort of first alert day. I know that's kind of tricky, but stay with me for the forecast and you'll see what I'm talking about, Charlie.
For the college-minded, a heads up here. Changes are being made to the free application for federal student aid. This will mean more grants for students who have children, especially single parents. The application just opened for 2024. A lot of things are different about this year's form, including revised formulas to grant eligibility and fewer questions for students to actually answer. But one of the most important changes is a higher income cutoff for students who are parents to qualify for the maximum Pell Grant.
Speaking of education, all high school and higher education workforce development programs are being invited by the Delaware Chamber of Commerce to apply to be recognized as a 2024 Superstar in Education and Training. According to the state, the title recognizes educational programs for innovative and impactful workforce programming. Applications are being accepted to the Chamber of Commerce until January 18th at 8 p.m.
New from Bay Health, they have a partnership with the Food Bank of Delaware, and Bay Health will be holding a food drive through January 15th, and that's going to go to the 28th. From 8 a.m. to 7 p.m., people can donate non-perishable food items at the main entrances of Bay Health, Kent, and Sussex hospitals during those dates. Bay Health says all collected items are going to be donated to the Food Bank of Delaware, which will help serve individuals and families.
Now, a clarification on a story that ran in this broadcast yesterday. The Milford Police want to hire 4 new dispatchers and a crime analyst. Our story said the Finance Committee proposed a possible tax increase. The committee discussed a tax increase and other funding, but nothing has been voted on yet. Coming up, past interns at the Delaware River and Bay Authority, how students can get involved in different departments this summer.
The chill in the air isn't alone. The cloud cover is also making a grand appearance. What does that mean for us? I'll show you that coming up in a moment.
Flames engulfing a Japan Airlines plane. New details discovered through investigations today. Up next.
16 years ago, we founded Community Bank Delaware with the goal of providing high-quality banking services to our local community. Here you meet with decision makers, people just like you who live in and love this community. We provide the newest banking technologies to our customers, supported by our local team of banking professionals. Our bank serves clients throughout Sussex County, and we continue to grow, all thanks to you. Community Bank Delaware, where community matters.
Not sure what to get your Valentine this year? How about a new walk-in shower from Baths by Spicer Brothers? Right now, through February 14th, save 14% off your entire project and take advantage of no interest and no payments for 18 months. Plus, receive a set of 2 luxury bathrobes. And your new shower can be installed in as little as 1 day with factory-certified 5-star installation guaranteed. Don't miss out. This offer ends February 14th. Baths by Spicer Brothers, because you deserve the best.
Dreamfest is back in Ocean City, Maryland for MLK Weekend. Join us for 3 soul-stirring shows at the Performing Arts Center January 12th through the 14th. Experience Who's Bad, the ultimate Michael Jackson experience. Marshall Karloff and the Purple Experience. Take 6, 10-time Grammy and Dove Award winners. Secure your tickets at ococean.com/pack. Don't miss Ocean City's 2nd annual Dreamfest, January 12th through the 14th. See you there.
I'm attorney Ben Schwartz. In my law practice, we represent people who've been injured in accidents. One type of case we frequently handle is dog bite and dog knockdown injury cases. The dog owner's homeowner's insurance will often pay significant cash compensation to folks injured by a dog. If this has happened to you, tip the scales of justice in your favor. Call Schwartz & Schwartz today.
This is CoastTV News at 5.
Tuesday's plane crash involving a Japan Airlines plane and a Coast Guard aircraft is under investigation. The 367 passengers and crew members on board the Japan Airlines flight evacuated before the Airbus was consumed by the flames that you see on your screen. 5 of the 6, however, male crew members on the Coast Guard plane died in the incident. The Coast Guard pilot has been hospitalized. Sources say he told investigators that he had received permission for takeoff from the controller when the accident occurred. The information conflicts with earlier reports that the controller had told the Coast Guard plane to stop just before entering the runway while giving the Japan Airlines plane permission to land. The Japan Transport Safety Board said it recovered the voice recorder and the flight data recorder from the Coast Guard plane, and officials say safety board members will analyze that content of the recorders and compare it with data that the Airport Control Office has.
New today, Ford is recalling more than 112,000 F-150 pickup trucks because of a rollaway risk. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration says a rear axle hub bolt in some of the trucks might break, and that could cause the truck to roll away when in park or lose drive power. The recall includes F-150s from 2021 through 2023 that are equipped with the Trailer Tow Max Duty package. Ford is working on a fix. The company says drivers who hear a clicking or rattling noise, please take your truck to the dealership.
The winds are starting to pick up some serious momentum, and that could be a sign of things to come. More on that in your full forecast in a moment.
Big savings are happening right now at Johnny Janosik's Outlet and Clearance Center. Save up to 70% store-wide, so you can transform your home without breaking the bank. We have something for every room, and we have something for every budget. Affordable home furnishing options that perfectly blend style and savings. Plus, you can buy it today and take it home today. And new items arrive each week. Shop Johnny Janosik's Outlet and Clearance Center in Laurel and Dover.
Farming's always been a passion of mine. My grandfather was a farmer. It's something that's in your blood. You don't mind the work. It's very rewarding. If there was ever an issue that where I lost a flock of chickens or a tractor caught fire, without a doubt, I know that Avery Hall Insurance would take care of my every need. It was a no-brainer decision for me. There's insurance for every farmer's every need. It gives you a peace of mind knowing that your investments are covered with a company like Avery Hall.
In 2 days, they did this work, which was fantastic. Put in a brand new grab bars, a docking station, and a bench to my height. I think Coastal Bath is an oh my gosh and a wow. They do an awesome job.
It's our annual New Year savings. Take $2,024 off your new bathroom project and no payments and no interest until 2025. Local and family owned. Call Coastal Bath today.
Get covered from the rain with a free Coast TV umbrella. Simply enter at coasttvumbrella.com for a chance to win. Then catch Coast TV News weekdays to see if you've won. Brought to you by Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling.
Wheel of Fortune has been my favorite thanks to my grandmother, my mom,
2 kids, my wife.
We watch it every night.
Fun for the whole family.
Wednesday at 7 on Coast TV.
When you visit the Delmarva Design Center, you'll experience a selection of appliances, cabinetry, countertops, tile, and flooring all together in one showroom. The 10,000 square foot location has a variety of inspiring samples for any project size or budget. Your dedicated product experts and designers collaborate to bring your dream project to life. Come and see what the kitchen industry buzz is all about. Experience the Delmarva Design Center in Selbyville, Delaware, serving all of Delmarva's coast.
We actually have some bad weather to talk about, but it's going to be a little bit ways down the road. So we'll talk about that in context in just a moment. But as of right now, things are looking pretty nice, to be quite honest. A little bit on the cool side, but it's the norm for this time of the year. In Rehoboth Beach right now, we're holding at about 40 degrees. The winds out of the north staying calm. Temperatures holding steady at 38 degrees across the board from now till about 9 going into the 10 o'clock hour. thanks to partly cloudy skies. So it feels like 38 degrees, for example, at the Indian River Inlet, but it feels like 40 degrees in Milton, Georgetown, and it feels like 39 degrees right now in Del Mar. The wind's kind of swirling right now because we're kind of in between things, you know. And so for tonight, for example, long sleeves definitely. If your ears kind of get chilly easy, okay, get a hat because we're going to stay chilly for tonight. And a warm beverage, well, I think that's just part of the uniform, no matter how you step out in the wintertime for me. We have small craft advisories in effect along the entire East Coast, meaning that we're watching out for like 25-mile-per-hour winds. But as of right now, we're relatively quiet as we're waiting for the approach of this guy here. This low-pressure system is going to start gaining a little more depth, and it's going to help drag some rain in our general direction for Saturday. Saturday's rain's prompting an almost first alert day. Just to be on the safe side, I went ahead and popped it in there anyway, but take a look. The winds are coming out of the northwest for Thursday, and by the afternoon, we're looking at 29-mile-per-hour wind gusts for us on Thursday. 29 by the evening hours, and as we go into Friday. As far as the morning time is concerned, yeah, take a hoodie with you to the gym. It's going to be cloudy for us, but you're definitely going to need something on your arms. So for Thursday morning, we may have a sprinkle or two, 6 o'clock in the morning. But watch how quickly this goes. Watch this. Just that fast. It just pops out. So that's why I'm not calling for rain all day long. I don't believe in, screaming wolf, okay? Unless there's a wolf around. Look at the winds out of the northwest for Thursday. Friday, we start off cloudy, but look how cool we are. 28 degrees in Milton, Georgetown, and Milford. But then we rebound back into the 30s to low 40s for Friday afternoon. Our bonfire forecast, listen, we are expecting for it to stay only a 20% chance of a rain or a sprinkle on Thursday. That cameo appearance of scattered showers, that's about it. Now for next Tuesday, this is where we're talking about 50-mile-per-hour winds and shifting from southwest and southeast. Now, once again, Saturday, here's a look at the rain Saturday. We're looking for just rain Saturday. No problems with snow. Tuesday in the morning time, it begins, but by Wednesday in the morning time, look at these strong storms pulling through, and it's going to cover the entire East Coast. So we're watching out for big-time problems next Wednesday. That's next Wednesday. Tonight, 34 degrees, 47 for tomorrow, and 42 on Friday. Temps are going to tank just a little bit, just a little bit. That's my Robert De Niro impression. Just a little bit. All right, here we go. Saturday, first alert day. This is a just-in-caser day, okay? We're close to the threshold, not quite there. We'll be keeping a close eye here. That's where the big money might be.
Paul, thank you. Summer internships are now open for the Delaware River and Bay Authority. Here's a look at some past interns. Students can work in departments such as engineering and communications. Applications can now be submitted until March 22nd.
We salute John Simpson, a devout father, grandfather, and great-grandfather, for his dedicated and honorable service to the state of Delaware and the United States of America. His unwavering commitment during times of peace, conflict, and war has left an indelible mark on our nation. Honorably discharged in April 1968, his legacy of bravery and selflessness continues to inspire us. Today, John enjoys a well-deserved retirement, surrounded by love and admiration in Lewis, Delaware, where his story of service and sacrifice lives on.
Spicer Brothers and CoastTV are honoring military persons and first responders serving Delmarva. If you have a family member, friend, or community member that you would like to nominate for a CoastTV salute, go to coasttvsalutes.com.
While becoming the leading deck builder on the shore, we continue to make the process easier.
Paul Davis walks you through the entire process, from design to permitting and building.
Call Paul Davis and get it done this winter, while annual material costs are lower and without the wait. Our AZAC decks are scratch, fade, insect resistant, and look like wood with a lifetime warranty.
Right now, Paul Davis is offering free installation with no money down, no payments, no interest for 12 months. Call today for a free estimate.
Or visit our new showroom in Salisbury. Weather is brought to you by Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling, the difference makers.
At Atlantic General Hospital, we've been busy. Busy expanding healthcare services that are second to none in our region. From cancer care, women's health services, to orthopedics, gastroenterology, and more, we provide advanced health technologies delivered by top providers. Expert care every day. It's what you can count on from Atlantic General Hospital.
From empty nester to first home, Accessible Home Builders does it all.
It was great working with Scott at Accessible Builders. He called us every Monday and
asked us to come over to the house at each step of the way during the construction of our home.
It was pretty unique working with Scott because not only is he the owner, but he was working in here hands-on with his employees and really just trying to make our vision come to life.
Design your dream home with Accessible Home Builders.
Get your photos off your phone and have a Shutterfly designer create your photo book in just 24 hours for free. Get your photos off your phone and get 40% off everything with code PB40.
Transform your outdoor space with Backyard Works. We are Sussex County's one call for all your fence, deck, handrail, pergolas, shower, and trash enclosure needs. Locally owned and operated, we make all our vinyl and aluminum fence right here in Harbison, Delaware, from American-made manufacturers. Cut out the middleman and deal direct. As a TimberTech Platinum deck dealer, our trained team will professionally install your deck that will last a lifetime. Give us a call and let us make your backyard work.
Delmarva's hit music station, 102.5 WBOC.
Happening now in Maryland, nominations are open for the 49th Annual Preservation Awards. Awarded by the Maryland Historical Trust Board of Trustees, awards are presented annually for the highest level of recognition for historic preservation and community development projects in the state. Businesses, nonprofit organizations, and local government are just some of who have been awarded in the past. Nominations are due by February 5th, and application details can be found on the state's website.
Starbucks customers can now use their own cups for nearly all orders. The coffee chain has added reusable cup options to drive-through and app orders. In the drive-through line, customers just have to tell the barista they have their own mug when they order. The cup will then be collected at the pickup window using a contactless vessel. These changes are part of a movement to shift away from single-use plastics. We'll be right back.
Ring in the new year with new floors from Carpet and Tile Mart Supercenters.
The selection is incredible.
The salespeople take the time to find what I want.
Right now, save up to 50% Mart-wide on carpets, hardwood, waterproof vinyl, laminate, area rugs, and more. All in stock to take home today. Pick, pay, take it away, or have it installed as soon as you save. For free. Hurry in before the sale is over. Only at Airbase Carpet and Tile Mart.
When choosing windows and doors for your home, at Pella, it's your choice. We manufacture maintenance-free vinyl, fiberglass, and wood-clad windows and patio doors, all with lifetime warranties. High performance, energy efficient, and loaded with options to help make your house your home. Industry-first features and benefits make living easier and increase your home's value. Visit our Experience Center or call us today to schedule your free in-home consultation where we bring the showroom to you.
30 years ago, a historic ice storm knocked out power for 10 days. Trees fell across power lines and ice snapped utility poles. Our Delaware Electric Cooperative team worked around the clock to help those we serve. 3 decades later, we've applied the lessons we learned during the storm to make our grid stronger. Through the dedication of our employees, Co-op Power has never been more reliable. And while the weather is unpredictable, DEC's commitment to doing what's best for our members will never change.
Dreamfest is back in Ocean City, Maryland for MLK Weekend. Join us for 3 soul-stirring shows at the Performing Arts Center January 12th through the 14th. Experience Who's Bad, the ultimate Michael Jackson experience. Marshall Karloff and the Purple Experience. Take 6, 10-time Grammy and Dove Award winners. Secure your tickets at ococean.com/pack. Don't miss Ocean City's 2nd annual Dreamfest, January 12th through the 14th. See you there.
We'll go dancing, dancing, dancing with your shadows. Dancing with your shadows.
I know I used to be crazy. That's 'cause I used to be young. Dance, dance the night away.
102.5 WBOC.
Quickly, we have our small craft advisory in effect along the entire East Coast, watching out for 25-mile-per-hour winds. Here's a look at your exclusive 10-day forecast. We're looking okay for Thursday and Friday, Saturday, a first alert day, watching out for very rainy conditions. And then next Tuesday and Wednesday could possibly be another couple of days watching out for a first alert day. We're still tracking that as of right now, but once again, real rainy on Saturday.
Paul, thank you, and thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 5.
For more news, for more local weather, download our Coast TV News app.
Inside Edition's up next.
We'll see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 6. Have a great evening.